They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They find some open field here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
But first down, Hurts. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Back to the ground with Gibson. Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 46 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A big play that time out of Chubb. 47 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 60.
And the Browns have moved out in front. York now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
On the move to his left. He gets it to Thomas. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gibson again.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They go play action with Hurts.
Rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Now it's Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. He'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Fourth down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Back deep is Boston Scott.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big play that time for Cleveland.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for him on a short little pass.
Let's go, fellas. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 42.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And he finds McLaurin.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, It could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Hurts. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Able to connect with Dotson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Here's Hurts to throw.
This is caught. Touchdown.
De'Ami Brown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for two. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
Tighten up, pull it together. Max 22, Max 22. Check.
Watson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mark 22, Mark 22. Tackles.
To throw is Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 39, Hurts. Thomas has got it, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And some room to work. And all the way down to the 9. A big play that time out of Chubb. 64 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
York able to send this one through.
And that's going to tie the ball game at 27 all.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Looking to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw, Watson. This one caught left side by Cooper. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for a 2nd straight play. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They run it again with Chubb as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Wow, 204 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
What we got? Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the fourth quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And room there to work it inside the 25. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Chubb running right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They run again on first down, Chubb. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crowd the line of scrimmage. If they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try again with Chubb. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And with just inside